Oi my fellow gamers, welcome to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Today we're gonna talk about the new event that will start tomorrow if you started playing literally when the game relaunched. If not, it will start maybe with a few days later for you based on when you started playing. We're gonna get a new event that will give you a free legendary hero, tons of other rewards. We're gonna go pretty much over everything. The new Continental bosses, we're going to talk about rewards, we're going to talk about the free legendary, and overall the event. Personally, even though I'm sick and I feel like I got hit by a truck, I still think that this event is absolutely amazing, especially comparing it with the event that we had on the previous version, okay? So I think that they've done an amazing job in the way they've changed the event, but I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below as well. What do you think about the event? Is another guaranteed legendary. There you go. Free. There you go. You play the game and you get it. But before we get into that, I just want to let you know, if you guys want to put your hand on free rewards, make sure you head over right here to bind your invitation code or click on the link in the description down below or pin comment. Use code Skratch to claim free rewards and of course to help and support the channel. Now, based on whenever you guys started playing, if you do not have the calendars, if you want to get the calendars, if you're not in my Discord just yet, the link is in the description down below. Come and join us. Make sure you read the rules. If not, you're not going to get access to the server. As simple as that. But the event starts exactly on day, not here, the second, right here, on day 22. Okay? So based on whenever you guys started playing, the event starts on day 22 on your server. For me, will be actually tomorrow. Now, let's have a quick look at the event. Is the Imperial Shadow recast, and quite a few things actually changed. The entire interface, the rewards, we're getting scrolls, stamina, summons, cosmetics. I mean, oh my god, we're getting a lot of things from here, guys. We're going to talk about all that in a second, right? Let's see what's this Traveler's Tribute. If I can actually click on it, it seems like it might not allow me to do so. Maybe it's like an exchange shop that is not available. I think I've mentioned it. I am on the test server just in case if you are wondering. And that thing does not seem to work here, so I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is. But I'm seeing a chest right there, so who knows? Well, let's quickly talk about U tier. Is he an amazing legendary or anything like that? Not really, but he can be useful. Okay, so basically he's going to have when any other hero unit dies, gains 10% ultimate energy. That includes summons, okay? So when you have a million summons in there, he's constantly going to proc his ultimate. With a battle skill, deals damage and has a chance to put attack penalty and healing prohibition on the targets. The ultimate skill grants you defense up and resurrection on that, which can be pretty good. Not the most OP thing, but hey, it can be useful in some different scenarios. Then, we talked a bit about this bad boy. Let's actually talk about the event itself. I'm quickly going to make myself invisible so you guys can see all of the rewards. Starting with 2 stamina refills, 200 chests, 5 summons, 500 gems from there, so that's 5 more summons, 2 legendary scrolls, 2 more stamina refills, 200 more chests, 5 more summons, 500 more gems, 2 more scrolls, 2 more stamina refills, 200 more chests, 5 more summons, 500 more gems, 2 more scrolls, 2 more stamina refills, 200 more chests, 5 more summons, 500 gems, 2 more scrolls, 2 more stamina refills, and then at 450 of this Shadow Amethysts, you are going to get U tier. Now the event does not end here, even though that is the main goal for every single free-to-play player. The event continues, okay? So we're gonna get some Essence of Creation, Affinity of Solvent, we're gonna get gold, we're gonna get cosmetics, Print of Shadow. This actually looks cool. I'm looking forward to put my hand on some cosmetics from events, not by spending. And Umbra of Necrosis looks really cool too. Then, of course, you're going to get a bunch of Medal of Glory currency, which is used again for cosmetics. Now, you have two different phases in this event. Not phases. You have two different ways on how you can acquire this currency, the Shadow Amethysts. And let's start directly with the Continental bosses. So in week 1, you're going to have the ability to challenge 2 bosses. In week 2, you're going to have the ability to challenge 3 bosses. In week 3, you're going to have the ability to challenge 4 bosses. And week 4, you're going to have the ability to challenge 6 bosses. Okay? Now, these are the bosses right here. You have Talendor. Heroes summoned unit with the highest attack deals 240% more damage. Heroes allies receive 50% increased healing and shield effects. Each hero can only fight once per round. Which means that if you decide to go in versus Talendor with your Lelwonis, Premza, etc., you can only use them once. And that's it. You cannot use them versus another boss after. That's how this Continental Challenges works. Which means that you will need overall to have 6 different teams. It does not matter necessarily if they are of different elemental affinities. Preferably, you kind of want to be able to get a bit of a boost in terms of damage, but is not as important as it used to be on the old version. Then, we have Vaska. Each time a hero's ultimate skill hits an enemy, the damage of the next ultimate skill increases by 10. When the boss is under a heal reduction or healing reversal debuffs, their damage dealt decreases by 30%. Once again, each hero can only fight once. You have 2 tickets. I think maybe they've changed a bit the way you can challenge bosses each week, because I've seen that the leaderboard resets in 6 days. So I'm not sure exactly if this is the second week. The first week for the event is a bit confusing, but we're going to try to see if we can find some info about that. So it's as simple as that. You throw in your team, basically, bang, bang, just put in some randoms. Right now, I don't really care about it because I'm not going to save the run anyway. And, we have 5. You go in, continue. I don't care about that part. And the boss is going to either demolish you, either you're going to demolish him. It's a 5 minutes long fight. He's gonna buff, he's gonna do other things. So bringing in the right support to ensure that you're surviving is extremely important. As you guys can see, he is summoning a couple of enemies at the back of the map, which will absolutely demolish your tank. He's going to buff, and this skill right here is going to do the same, and the ultimate deals necrotic damage to all enemies. So you can't really dodge this skill, because he will attack the entire board. And he's going to summon a lot of freaking enemies, which means that you need to have very good support versus this boss if you're trying to survive, okay? But I just quickly wanted to show you how that actually works. At the end, if you choose to save the damage, you're gonna do it. If not, you can retry it till you get the best score. But the whole idea is that you will eventually need 6 bosses. So let's see if we find some info about that. When the feature unlocks, you'll start with 2 chances to challenge the boss in the first week. Each week, you'll get 2 more chances, up to a maximum of 6 by the 3rd week. Okay, so they've changed this a little bit because it used to be a 1-month-long event before. Now they've reduced it. So first week, you need 2 teams. Second week, you need 4 teams. Third week, you need 6 teams. So you do have time to basically sort them out, build them, etc. Now, the main thing that you want to do during this event, guys, is wait and see some freaking content. And of course, find the weakest boss to your strongest team to make sure you're scoring the highest possible damage. You might be wondering, why does that even matter when you have like basically a cap on the rewards on the boss, like on any other bosses, right? Right here. Why does it matter? Once I reach 22 million damage and I get maximum score, why do I even want to get more damage? Well, it matters because unlike in the previous events, this one has a leaderboard that gives you some pretty juicy rewards. as you guys can probably notice, we have the ranking rewards for the leaderboard. So that's where the Echo of Clepsydra becomes more and more important, because you're about to get 10,000 as rank 1, which is huge. You're gonna get 80,000 Affinity Solvent, which is huge for your Psychic Core, or 150 Shadow Amethysts at the weekly reset. So this reset will happen 3 times. First week, second week, third week. Then, of course, you're gonna be able to go into any of these rankings. Top 20, top 50, top 100, top 200, or top 200 plus, and still get rewards, regardless, okay? But it's pretty competitive if you're trying to get the best possible result, okay? That being said, that's why you want to find the best team you have on your account and to demolish those bosses in that order. 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the second week, and leave the bosses that you're struggling with the most for the last week. You want to maximize your damage. Then we have Twitch, which does have some big AoE attacks, but we can trick him. That's fine. And increases heroes' AoE skill damage by 50%. So for each stack of debuff resisted or dispelled, the hero gains 1 stack of attack up to 200 stacks. So you don't really want to bring in a lot of debuffers versus this one. You don't really want to bring the poisoners versus him, because if that will get resisted, dispelled, or maybe even expire, even though it doesn't mention it in there, he's going to gain a lot of attack. But AoE damage is going to be good versus him. Level 1 is Here I Come. Then we have Vinyara. Pretty easy to dodge with a tank. She's not really going to do AoE attacks or anything like that, assuming that they haven't changed her skill set. Increases the hero's single target skill damage by 50%. For each buff dispelled from the boss, heroes gains 25% attack up bonus for 15 seconds. Well, either we're bringing in a Dauntless team versus this one, either we're bringing in a Wild team versus this one to have single target damage, which can be crazy, crazy good. Then we have Chrysos. Heroes' basic attacks deal extra non-crit physical damage equal to 100% attack once. So this, once again, it really depends what team you're bringing, but seems like basic attack deal extra non-critical physical damage equal to 100% attack once. Now, what does that once mean? I'm not sure how often it's going to repeat, but we're going to have to do some testing. Is Dauntless the best in here? Is it better to bring other characters? When breaking the boss's shield, the shield breaker gains 50% attack bonus. Each hero, once again, can only fight once. And then you have Tamar, which is going to be pretty damn hard to counter with an AoE stun. Okay, so maybe for each stack of debuff on the boss, the damage taken increases by 5. Up to 50 stacks. So poisoners, here I come. Because putting a lot of stacks on the boss is going to be pretty good. So I feel like poisons will be probably the strongest versus Tamar. For each type of debuff on the boss, their damage dealt decreases by 10%, up to 5 stacks. So those are the bosses, guys. It will definitely require a bit of testing to see what we're using versus who. But that's not necessarily the biggest issue. We're definitely going to get through it pretty quick and find out that. Then, the second part of the event, which is called the Shadow Dungeon, and it has double materials drop. Now, we are not talking about gear. In the Shadow Dungeon, during the event, clear dungeons of the designated difficulty and complete quests to earn Shadow Amethysts. In addition, Shadow Amethysts can be obtained through Dragon Crystal Exchange with an exchange limit of 50. The dungeon quest refreshes weekly, and you can select 3 quests as Shadow Challenges. Upon completing the Shadow Challenges, you will receive 100% more Shadow Amethysts. Double materials, right? After selecting your Shadow Challenge, 10 double concentrates will refresh daily. Use double concentrates to trigger the following effects Clearing shadow challenges grants double clearance rewards. Each trigger of double clearance rewards consumes double concentrate X1. Now, basically, you have this one right here. These are the double concentrates, and you have these challenges. Remove burn from allies 72 times, and you can get up to 24 shadow amethysts. It seems like you have a weekly limit of 60. Now, what I do not understand is this part right here. A limit of 100. But I would assume that is the limit, not for how many shadow amethysts you can get. In fact, is the limit for the actual challenge. Consume 100 stacks, right? Now, we're going to activate one and see how that works. I do not really have a team build for this, but we're going to basically see how we can do it. Kill 12, 24, 36 young dragons. Let's go versus this one. Activate Shadow Challenge. Quest reward 100% materials from the corresponding dungeon. Each time double drop is triggered, double concentrate X1 will be consumed, which will be restored to 10 daily. Now, is it going to use 1? Is it going to use 10? Let's go and do a run and find out. Now, unfortunately, I am on very low stages. I do not have the highest unlocked on the test server. So I'm going to have to somehow go in here and try not to kill too many enemies too quick. Especially not the boss, okay? So, no gear on you. No gear on you. And I'm only going to bring in one more character in here. We're going to try like this. Because I don't want to kill the boss. I want to kill as many baby dragons, right? On high stages is not a problem, but on this stage, I'm just going to absolutely nuke them down. So let's see. Man, I hate having a cold. It sucks so freaking bad. It's so annoying. My nose is killing me today. Probably you can tell by my voice, right, that something is dodgy. Now I'm going to try to manual these bad boys. We're still doing too much damage. We're killing no dragons. Oh my god. So are we going to get anything? Because we haven't completed any challenges, right? I would assume we are not. Let's go back to see. Yeah, we're getting none because we're killing no dragons. So I think the challenge is the following. You kill 12, you kill 24, you kill 36. And then you're done. You cannot get more amethysts from this particular content. Then you have to move to the next boss, and the next boss, and the next boss, and the next boss, and you can get double. Now, the weekly limit, I'm not sure if that will double because of this. I would assume it will, even though it says the weekly limit is 60. Pretty hard to know. Do I have any dungeon that's at maximum? Inflict attack penalty on the deadly harpies. Okay, we have this one. We have this one. So let me just load the gear on them. What I want to do as well is bring a decrease attack character. Which, is this gonna help me? Each healing allies. I know he's dealing damage. Yeah, he's gonna help me. He brings decrease attack, right? Yeah. So I'm going to put him instead of Adolphus. Just to put a decreased attack and see how that works quickly. Because I know a lot of you guys might be curious. It might take me a bit of an extra time in here, guys, to do it. Let's see. What do we put? Enlightenment output. Yeah, let's go enlightenment outputs. Primary attribute. No, we don't want attack. We want to get accuracy. And yeah, that works. Let's see if we find something. I forgot to click on do not select equipped items. Oh, but we don't do it anyway. Okay. How do I have only 19 accuracy, bro? He's going straight for mythical pieces, this bad boy. Recalculate. Let me just Aye. Let me just go for some accuracy, bro. There we go. That's a bit better. And then I'll adjust it. Another artifact. We want to get the Aurelium Vest. No, we don't want to get the Aurelium Vest. We want to get some accuracy. So we're going to get this on. I'm just super curious how that works. So let me give you some more accuracy. Oh, I gotta level up the gear. I've just realized I don't have it leveled up. That's why I was struggling a bit with the stats. Maybe an HP or defense would have been better, but we definitely have enough accuracy like this. And I think I scrolled him already. Yep. So let me just put him in the team. There we go. Start. Oh, I haven't activated the thingy. The challenge, right? I need to activate that too. So let's go back. Shadow. What is it? Grave of Venom activated. So now we have 2 active. Go. And let's go to 19. Do we have any food for these bad boys? We have a defense. We're gonna use that. And I'm gonna do auto... no, I'm not gonna do auto raid. That should count as well, though, but... I'm not gonna walk you through all of these guys. I'll just save it at the end, basically. Right, we placed the decreased attack 12 times. And I've only done 1 run, but it seems like the event doubles my gear. The event doubles my gear. So that is absolutely huge by the looks of it, because it seems like we do have 2x gear drops in the game, even though we thought we do not have them anymore. So save your stamina from today, guys, because you will need it tomorrow. Save it for these freaking double drops. At least I'll be doing it. So if we're gonna go back, let's see. So we accumulated 8 of them. We accumulated 8 again. And we accumulated 8 again. So that at the weekly is 24. Probably by the looks of it, it seems like you can get only 60 here per week, which is 180 from here. Which does not really make that much sense, to be honest, because 180 a week, 180 per 3 weeks will bring you here. Then you can get 25, 50, 100, 150, right? So you can get 3 more 100 from here without the leaderboards, which is exactly enough to get U tier. Okay, so anything else after U tier is based on the leaderboard's performance. Hell, damn, I need to perform like crazy good to get to 800. That's what I want to get. I want to get to 800. But either way, guys, it seems like the double drops are there. I'm actually going to do another run quick in the dungeon to make sure that I'm seeing it right. And I am getting double drops on it. I'm not sure if I can still do it in here. It seems like you can only do it once you activate the Shadow Challenge. So it's not something very consistent, but it's still something that will actually be beneficial, right? So I'm going to do a run in here quick. And I'm going to see if I'm getting double the rewards, because I did not pay attention on the previous attempt that we had, right? So I'm just going to throw some random heroes. It's going to be super easy to breeze through this. And let's see if I'm getting double without activating it, right? So I think you need to activate in order to get double. And you can do it once a week, basically. In fact, you do not want to complete that challenge very quick, because if you complete the challenge very quick, you're not going to get multiple double drops. So that's going to be important, I think. Well, let's see. First time, yeah. So you're not getting double only when you're activating. So we're going to go to redeploy. And I'm going to go to activate that again. I wish it's not taking me all the way out of the thingy, but hey. activate. And maybe it only procs when we remove burns, but maybe it does when we do not remove burns. So I'm going to do on stage 1, so we're not getting the first time rewards. And see how that works. One more time. Are we getting double drops, or we're only getting double drops when we're completing the challenge? Very interesting, because in the past we used to have like double gear drops, okay? Basically more double materials rather than gear. But now I've seen a double drop in there, which said event. So how does this work? Let's see. Okay, no. So I think you need to complete the actual challenge in order to get the double drops when you're doing it. Something like that. We're going to have to basically test it a bit more and figure it out. That was all for this video. That's the new event. It seems pretty good. Tons and tons of rewards. Plus a free legendary. You can't complain. And look at other games, bro. Look at other games, what type of events they're doing. A lot of us are coming from Raid. They're doing fusions. They're draining your resources instead of giving you resources. This is giving you resources and the legendary just by playing, not requiring you to waste your resources. So it's such a completely different thing. It's like two different worlds, okay? But either way, hopefully you found this video helpful. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.